In this video, we will discuss how to create a data frame in R, then how to work with it. Similarly, we can save it in a file and how to get back or read data from a file in the concept of data frames. Then we will also learn about the data sets that come with the R software. So already we discussed how to create vectors. So here also we are using the vector concept in my data frames. So first I have to create one vector contains who are all the cricket team or cricket players, how many captain will be there. So based on the captain details, we have go for played, won, lost, how which year they have to have the captainship. So everything I have to create in the data frame. So first start with, so what are all the captains so far in our team. So I have to create as a vector. So names, first I have to create a captain names. So I am using the variable names, that is C is the your concatenation operator or a vector concept here. Now I have to use one captain Mahi, another one is Saurav, then Azhar, Sachin, as well as Dravid and some Sunny. Just view. So how to view this vector? You can use the names. So here I have to create some names. Okay, you can use double quote inside your number of characters. Next I am going to create another set. So how many times they have to play the match? So I have to use the same vector in the next row, that is some value, for example 45, some value. So just in the mind, so how many names you have to create? So you have create the length will be 6. So similarly you can give the played details also, 6 placed details. Yes, then I am creating how many match they have to own in their captainship. So I will give you the value one by one now. Just tally yourself. Won and lost will be the number of played. I made one error, that is I am missing the value, the C. C is the concatenation. So I am missing the character. Once again I have to go to the up arrow and retrieve the command. Again I have to run the command. Yes, now it will be executed. Just whether and don't need to print each and every time for your R Studio, just see in this environment place. So whether it should be properly assign the value for the particular vector. Next we move on to lost. Again C of some, how many match they have to lost so far. So again I have to give 6 value. Again it's also working properly. Then which year they have played this match and all. Just I have give some random value. Yeah. So next I have to convert these information to my data frame. So how to convert? You can give one name for my data frame. Here I have to give Captain C is my data frame. So assigning the value in the data frames, assigning a value, the value will be in the data frame. See, data dot frame. It will disappear the receiver, appear the syntax. So data frame. So how many frames you have to use? I am using names. You can change the order also here. So names, which year they have to have the captainship, then year, then how many number of matches played, then won and then lost. When the data frames, all your number of rows and columns will be same. Here the lost having only 5 values. So we are having 6 players. They are on 6, that is these value for 6 players, but the last value contain only 4. That's why it shows as the wrong for us. So I have to go to the value and then include one more element in this. So see, but it's working, it's not shown any error, but when you are converting the data frame, it shows as the error. Then now go to the data frame conversion captaincy. So equal to data dot frame names y played won and lost. Now all the elements category everything will be character now. So it's create the data frame. See, the data frame will be created. 6 observation of 5 variable. So totally 10 observation of 1 variable in the data. So captaincy contain this value. Okay. Then how to view this data frame? So again I am using Control L to clear the console. You can use the view command, view of captaincy, the variable you given for your data frame. It automatically coming. Once you have to create the data frame, automatically it will be appear. So view of captaincy. See in this workspace, I have enlarged it. Listen. So 6 rows I have to create it. I have to convert this into a data frame. Names. So which year they have to play it. So what is how many number of matches they have to play and won and lost value. So note down, view command is the case sensitive. The first letter V will be the capital letter here. Okay, kindly note down. Next, I want to get only the names. So now I have to create the data frame. The data frame name is captaincy. Kindly note down the data frame name captaincy. After this, we will discuss some more information about the data frames. Now, I have to get the names alone in the data frame. So how to get, you can use the dollar symbol. So now I have to type captaincy, it's automatically coming. So captaincy, then I have to use a dollar symbol to extract the C, automatically it coming. So in this captaincy data frames, how many columns it having? The names column is there, Y, and then played, won, lost. Now I am getting only names, just and give the enter. When you type 2 characters, automatically it will display the number of suggestion. Okay, you can select your whatever you want. Now I have to select captaincy dollar names. Okay, just enter it. So it will display the what are all the details available. Similarly, you can get the other details also. For example, I am getting year and I am getting number of matches won. Similarly, number of matches lost. This is the way you have to get the detail from the data frame. Then we move on to some calculation and also include one more column in the data frame. How to do this? first create one calculation, simple calculation using the above data frame. Now I calculate the ratio. So how many number of matches they have to own, that is it will be available in the own, divided by, and calculate the ratio. Normally we calculate using how many own with played. So now the ratio will be okay to see in the environment variable. So it will be calculated. If you want to print the value, otherwise just see in this value. Now I have to include this ratio value in my data frame. I have to add at the end. For example, captain C, I will give you one new name, dollar, I will give you one new name, captain C, dollar, victory, assign this, I have to assign the value of ratio. So ratio value will be assigned C. So automatically this line will be executed. Then in this workspace, the column will be included at the last. Okay. So the ratio column will be victory column will be included here. Then if you want to see, you can see this. Then I'm moving to some other options. For example, I have to extract these details. For example, options of digit equal to 2. Now see, because what will be happen here, now I have to calculate the victory ratio, so I have to include in this. Then I am using options of digit equal to 2 means it will show this only the fraction as only 2-digit value. So now see the captaincy. So automatically, sorry, you can use the word as digits, not digit. So see here the victory place. So 0.49 is there. So I will change my victory details into 2. After the that is after your decimal place, we can view only 2 digits. Next, I am calculating the number of matches played by all the. Next, I will give you one way. I will go for next improvement. So I have clear my console now. Here, see, I have enlarged this window also for displaying purpose. Now I have calculate the number of matches played by all the captain. See, here is the captain name. So number of matches they have to played. So I have to combine these two. You know, everybody will know. So you can get from this command of captaincy dollar played. Okay. So I am getting this value. Then I am calculating mean. So based on this value, it will calculate the mean. So captaincy dollar played, it will calculate the mean value. 38 is the mean value, or you can use all this above value and you can calculate manually in your mean value also. Now I have to use how to plot this. When using all those details, I want have that is I have to view my details in a pictorial representation. So above, I have to draw some plots based on the above data frame. First, I have to take ratio of victory. See here the victory value. Okay, ratio of victory versus year of captaincy. So how to draw a graph? You is using plot command. Plot open bracket captaincy dollar. So what is the two value? I am using year. Which year? And then ratio. This is enough to get the details. So x variable first and the y variable second in the plot where the plot value displayed. See this lower right side window, the plot automatically it will be coming. Just I have to enter now. So see the plot value appears. See the value capital C here, ratio will be here in which year. Okay, so which what is the ratio? For example, see Mahi in which year? 2012 they had a 2012. So the what are the ratio of victory 4.49. So see 2012 4.49, next to 0.43 here. So here you can identify some information based on the above plots as well as run it. Next, this is the console window. It is used to install packages as well as the commands we have to work out. Next, this is the workspace. This is the workspace. So all environment variable details will be available here. Here, files, plots. So working directory, plots contains the graphical output. We will discuss already all this information. Now I move on to something will be in the RStudio. For example, I am trying a test sample of some value. I am talking about environment variable now. So test sample, see this is the test sample value. Okay. Next, in this, based on this value, I plot some graph. Okay. So see the plots will be available. Okay. Now please note down. Now I want to, or accidentally or intentionally, I clear my workspace variable. This is my workspace variable. Here it is the broom symbol is there. Okay, now I clear. So it's ask me the confirmation whether you have to clear the workspace information or you want to remove all object from the environment. Yes, just kindly check whether this hidden objects also included. Yes, then I have to clear my plots also. Here also one broom symbol is there. You can now try clear your plots. Okay. So plots history, there is history details also clear. Okay. Now I have to execute the above command. Okay. See what is the output now? Definitely you can get the error output because there is no such value in the test sample. So test sample value will be deleted. See here, there is no value will be here. Just I am execute the value of plot of test sample, it shows error. Okay, just see now if you are executing the previous line. For example, I am using this, then you can now try to plot. Now it will be working as usual. You can keep it in mind. Okay, before using this broom symbol. Okay, so these four places will be though here it will be a broom symbol is there. So you are using clear your console using Control L also. Here is a broom symbol. Here also broom symbol. So be careful when you are using this broom symbol. Okay. Next, I have to use point to variable to utilize in the next set of information. Okay. Just I have to store first variable, that is first var equal to some value. Again, second var equal to another set of value. Just note down, it will be stored. Okay, note down here. I have stored some value in the first variable and second variable. Now I move on to packages. So already we installed some packages, basics packages in our RStudio. Now we can see some more information regarding these packages in terms of RStudio. Okay, so or packages. So our or packages or a collection of or function. Already some function will be compiled and run. Okay, some sample data also available. So a collection of or function, compiled code and sample data is called packages. It's all combined into one packages. So store under a directory called library in the OR environment. Okay, there will be a library in the OR environment. by default or install a set of packages. Okay, now we move to some information regarding your packages. So how to view this? You have a command called a library of. Okay, library open close bracket. In the source window, see, this is the source window. Okay, see the source window. In the source window, the air package tab will be available after executing the statement. See, now I execute the statement. Okay, library of. See, so here the or package available information will be for the displaying in the source window. Okay, see, that is the where the location my document library will be stored. Okay, what are all the packages I have to? So for default, these are all the default packages. And also already the previous class we have to install some packages, MOS, ggplot, PLYR. So some packages already we installed. Okay, so similarly, for example, already we installed this package, I think so. Just I have to try this. So all packages will be double quotes and capital letters. Already I think installed MOS packages, MASS packages. Okay. So MOS packages is used for fraction functions, mainly used for fraction functions. Show that it's not currently installed. Okay. So it's installed now. See. So the MOS package is successfully installed. Okay, this is the one way you are going to install your packages. What is the another way? Okay, go to tools. Go to tools menu. In the menu bar, there will be a sub menu is tools menu. Here there will be install packages. The first option, install packages. There you type your package name. For example, here what package we have to use? Okay, ggplot, ggplot2. Shall we take ggplot2 install? Okay, install. So automatically see the command here. Install what you have to type in the already in the command console. Okay, the similarly we are using some menus also. It will be install the packages. Okay, now I am trying to install ggplot2 package. Okay. Yes, it's successfully installed. Okay, now see, check whether this package is available in my library. Now I know it's available in my library. Just check it's available. Okay, otherwise it's automatically shows a error. So you want to install this. Okay, library of MOS. Okay, then we do one fractions. Okay, once you have to install this MOS package, then only we can able to do some fractional function. So automatically 3 by 4 is coming. So fractions of first variable divided by second variable. Fractions, fraction appearance, not here calculating the fraction value. So first variable 3, it will be take that upper one slash and then second variable. So see here, now I am using as a divide operator. Now you can get the value, that is 0.75 is the value you can get here. But when you are using fraction function, it will display the how it will be displayed like a fraction. If you are displaying any formula, okay, left hand side 3 by 4 equal to right hand side the value means you can use this. Okay, next we move on to how to do some scripting language. So here we discuss, so far we have discussed how to use something in the R Studio. Okay, so before moving to introduction to R script, okay, so all the scripted language will be available here, R script. So all will definitely very much strong in basic commands of R. Okay, in this R script, how to work R script in R Studio. And R script is a plain text file in which you have to save your R code. It's a plain text file. Okay, you have to save your R code. Then this script allows you to show your work to others and also reproduce and modify the results. It's very, very important. Script allows you to show your work to others and also reproduce and modify the results. Then before moving to this, okay, for our script, I am creating one folder for our project. Okay, see, I am creating one folder, my project, in my desktop. Okay, so then you have to save all your script and data sets in the folder, and then you can set your current working directory. See, my working directory is already the C colon, some user, some PC, something. Okay, when you are getting the notepad, you can recognize this. Okay, now I have to change my working directory in some other one. Okay, then close this all captain C. So I have to enlarge this space mark. So script untitled. Okay, so I have to close everything of my workspace. Okay, then go to this plus symbol. Okay, see, in this menu there will be a green color plus symbol is there. Okay, click this plus symbol, or you can use control plus shift plus N. So now I have to click plus symbol. A new script page will be available. Okay, a new or script appearing in the source window. Okay, then you can save this. Okay, you can go to file, you can go to this file, you can save this as a or file. You can go to file, sorry, save. Okay, now just note down, you can save in your folder. So I am using one folder, my project, in my desktop. Okay, here I am storing my or script. I will give the name script, my first script. Okay, save. It's not necessary to giving any extension, so automatically it will be take it as my first script. Okay, dot or. Okay, then now I go for the next one. Now you have to add test sample, all your operation now you can take here. Okay, script or script test sample of, again I have to use one value for concatenation 1 2 3 4. Okay, next. So see, I am typing only the script in this working space. Okay, print of test sample, print of test sample. Okay, then now we will discuss how to run this script. Okay, so you can maximize this window, you can use this icon, or minimize, you can use this window. Okay, there will be, if the entire source is going to be run, each and every time you can save this. Okay, once you have to do any modification, you have a icon called that is save icon is there, you can save the current document. Okay, then you can going to run. Okay, source window, go to the source window, you can going to run. Okay, see, I am pressing this source. Okay, source the content of the active window. Okay, so what content will be available in my source window? That is text sample having C of 1 2 3 4. I have to create one array, so and then I have to print my array. This is the way you have to run your or script. Okay, then try. Next I have to try same file itself, first variable equal to 10, then second variable equal to 20, like that. Okay, so before that, see, I have to try to print. Yes, here I have to use the second variable, here also I try to print the variable. See the difference? Now I have to select. If the entire means you can use this source, no, already I have to print or run the first two lines. Okay, now select this. Okay, now select whatever part of the R script you going to be run. You can select, you can use this. Okay, see, this is the entire content of the active window is going to be run. Here the run button is there. This is run the current line or selection of file. You can use control plus enter, or you can click the icon. See, it's not again executing the text sample. It's executing the first variable equal to 10, that is print the value. Second variable equal to 20, print the second variable value. This is the way you have to use the or script. Then how to use commands. Okay, how to use commands. Okay, you can use the commands using hash symbol. Okay, now I have to include one line, that is introduction, introduce or script now. Okay, so I have to give one command. Okay, so now save. Okay, again I have to execute the entire R script. So click. So see the output now. Okay, so the what are all the print statement, only it will be displayed as a output now. Okay, print, I have to test a sample value, then first value, first variable value, and then second variable value. So you can able to that is execute a block of code in the or command. Okay,